If I were to describe this in 2 words, it'd just be this: bull and crap. This is Solomon asking me a loop of the Family Guy episode Life of Brian, episode 6, season 12. Why the hell did they kill Brian? That's just the dumbest decision that they ever made. I'm like, seriously. Hey, this episode starts off with Brian and Stewie. They're in an adventure, and they're getting shot at by Indians. And apparently Stewie fucked up by going back in time and by getting Indians the guns, and they killed all the white men so Indian take over. It turns out to be a bad decision. Like, why the hell would you give Indians guns anyway? Stewie and Brian have done this once, and they've gone into the past, and that's just dumb. Because even though we like those episodes, why the hell would you bring guns to the past? It is retarded. Continuing forward with this episode, but after the world is conquered, they go back in time once again. They undo the mess, and they go back to their regular life. Stewie makes the decision to destroy his time machine. And, he destroys it, throws it to the dump. Then Brian finds this hockey rink, and he decides to play hockey. He takes the hockey from the dump and brings it to the home. They decide to play hockey outside, and it works. But guess what happens to Brian? Gets run over by a car and dies. I'm like, seriously, this is just bad. I'm like, why would you kill Brian? He's one of the best characters in Family Guy, and this is just stupid. I grew up, I am a Family Guy fan. And I heard from my cousin, and their Fox are losing ratings, so that's why they killed. So this is just unexpected. In fact, recently, The Simpsons announced they're killing off a character at the end of the season. Is it one of the main characters of the cast? I'm like, what the hell are they thinking? I am a Fox fan. I am a loyal Fox fan. I watch Bones. I watch Animation Domination. I watch Dash. Hell, I even watch Fringe, and that show's not even there anymore. I'm like, what the hell are they thinking? Brian was one of the best characters you could possibly have on this show. Seth MacFarlane, what are you thinking? Brian and Stewie, they're adventurous. He was always smart, and the special thing is he was a dog, but dogs don't do that. He was also Peter's best friend, and he does a lot of good for Peter. He sets an example for some of the dumbass decisions that Peter has done, and just stupid. He's a loyal friend. We've seen episodes that Brian has mattered before. Some of that time he tried to make dog equal to a human life, and Stewie, and in the end, everyone got the point. And when they thought Brian was dead, even though he wasn't. But this is just dumb. And the worst part of it is, in the end of the episode, they replaced it. The family made the decision to buy a new dog, some Italian dog named Vinny. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, are you just gonna diss Brian like that? You're kidding me, right? Now you can't just diss a character like that. Family Guy has done death of characters before. For example, they killed Horace, the bartender, and I like Horace a little bit, and he didn't get a lot of screen time, but he was a part of the show, and we liked him. Then Diane Simmons, but she turns out to be a psychopath. And personally, I didn't have a problem with that, and that was just that Family Guy 1 hour scoop thing, but it was just good. And then there's the death of James Woods at that same episode with Diane Simmons died, only to find out that he's not really dead, and he comes back again. Personally, I didn't have a problem with it, but I was like, what the hell? You killed this guy, and then you brought him back? That's just crap. And now you make this? This is just nonsense. You're totally dissing Brian's character. And this is like a middle finger to anybody who's a Family Guy fan. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, those of you who don't. Normally I am an anime and manga fan, but this is just me expressing myself as a fan of all forms of animation, including just Family Guy, Simpsons, and even regular cartoons. But this is just nonsense. Why would you kill Brian? He was one of the favorite, goodest characters ever. He there were points where he was funny, and there was points where he was not funny, and there was also the part where he was like did a lot of good in his life, like for example that time he and Stewie tried to make pot like legal. I mean, that was funny, and that was also one of my favorite episodes. There's also the Stewie Brian hookups, like for example the Christmas episode, that time they went to Europe, they traveled to the multiverse, and those are some of my favorite episodes. And now we're not gonna get that anymore? That's just crap. I give this 2 thumbs fucking down. This is just bullshit and nonsense. That's just crap. Fox is dumb decision. Seth MacFarlane, what are you thinking? What are you really thinking? I mean, you come out with some outrageous stuff. You attack religion. You attack celebrities. You attacked people, the average American. You attack anybody. You attack regular people, people you don't know, people who just literally watch your show just cause for the heck of it. And people like what you do despite all the crazy crap. And that's what makes Family Guy. But this is just crap. I'm like killing off some of the major killing off Brian. That's just doesn't make any sense. Bring him back. Cause to me this is just trash. This is just trash. I watch Family Guy. I'll continue to watch Family Guy because I'm a loyal fan. But this is just crap. I am, and I'm not just myself. I'm speaking for anybody else who is a Family Guy fan, and that whoever you are out there who are listening to this, I'm speaking the truth. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Killing Brian it's just shooting yourself in the foot, and it doesn't make any sense. I've seen shows that have done that before, killing off one of the major characters out of nowhere. I'm like, that's just bad. That's just bad, and just completely nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. And Family Guy's known for doing that. I mean, they relieve a lot of firestorm and bad criticism because of that. And you definitely know they're gonna get a lot of bad criticism from this. This is just garbage, complete and utter garbage. And it's bullshit. Doesn't make any sense. Are they literally that desperate for attention they would do this? Guess what? They got attention, just not the kind they wanted. This is Solomon Honestly gonna do a Family Guy. Why did they kill Brian? And I'm like, this is just dumb, horrible, and just complete and utter crap. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe. Thank you for listening. I hope and this is just bullshit. They should have never done this. I got no problem with Seth MacFarlane before. I even have no problem with the way the episode went. Like for example, I even have a problem with the way. I don't have any problem with Vinny. That the dog, but the new dog. But why this? This just doesn't make any sense. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Signing off.